Hi, everybody. It's Paul Finkelstein at omgtalk.com, the small business owner and professional and entrepreneur podcast. I love to interview all kinds of people all around the world globally, and especially in Southeast Florida, too. Today, our special guest is in Indiana. How are you today, Maccabee Griffin?
I am fine. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I think our next guest is going to tell us all about voiceovers and that whole industry and what he's been up to. So, my first question is, what exactly do you do and how long have you been doing it? And feel free to tell a story, a short answer, commercial, anything you'd like.
My name is Maccabee Griffin of Mac Griffin VO. I am a voiceover actor, talent, and consultant. I help small businesses to provide a digital voice to them for their digital marketing plans. I help to figure out exactly what will work for them and what will not. That way, they're not wasting time and spending money where they don't need to. As a voice actor, I've had the variety of the pleasure of networking with marketing companies, media companies, and it has allowed me to create these relationships so that I am not the only one actually helping that person. I'm also bringing in other businesses as well as other content writers so that we can create something specific for said person. We do not do cookie cutter stuff here.
Excellent. So, customization is always good when it's personalized. Why don't you
Mhm.
share with us two of your favorite success stories? And that could be business or personal to let your mind think of something. Maybe you just did a 26.2 mile marathon and during a pandemic, perhaps, or some other personal success story, or just tell us all business success stories. So, give us two of your favorite.
Well, besides being a father, which is always a journey in itself, I use my kids as a way to figure out what character voices are going to work and what are not, because we all know that children do not have a filter. They will tell you exactly what they like and what they don't like. So it's allowed me to provide a better service for a couple of people. One, I created a voice for a cleaning service in Tacoma, Washington called Faith and Hope Cleaning Services. And they were needing a commercial and they wanted it in a posh accent. So I did my best posh accent so that I can actually get their word out. And they liked it and they did so well with them that they were able to use it in some way to be able to bring in more work. So they've actually created, they've been able to bring in so much work that they are actually in the process of getting more people onto into their business. Another one for my personal success, I was able to within a year and a half to be able to be a narrator for a TV series called Planet Wild TV. Take National Geographic, Animal Planet, and America's Funniest Home Videos and roll it all up in one. And I was able to narrate that, and it's supposed to be airing this month sometime. Don't know when, but it will be soon. So for me, that's pretty cool to be able to do that.
Excellent. I'd say so. Congratulations on that. And when we go into what motivates you to jump out of bed every day, I know the military does a different form of motivation when you're in basic training, but what motivates you
Mhm.
lately to jump out of bed every day and do you make your bed?
I do make my bed, yes. I'm a stay-at-home dad, so it allows me to not only get my children out of bed and get them to school or take them to therapy, but it is actually able to get up and just know that there's opportunity out there. Sometimes I have to hustle for it. I have to go out and I have to search for it. Other times it's sent to me, which is great. But majority of the time, it's just the joy of actually getting up and figuring out who you can actually help. That is the big goal.
And were there signs when you were at a young age, like 10 or 8, that you knew you'd be doing what you're doing now? Or did this change and evolve from something?
I actually, when I was 6 years old, I saw a friend of mine at our church, and she was on stage, and I was just jealous. Like, I'm going to do that. So I went into theater. I was going to do that. I got a degree in it. Um, but for some reason there was just some fear there, and then 9/11 happened, and then I just went and I served my country for almost 10 years, and then after that it was just 9 to 5 and taking care of my family. And then sure enough, Dungeons and Dragons came into my life and just sparked the theater geek in me again, and I've been doing it ever since.
And is there any last thoughts or any comments or any workshops coming up or announcements for your business that you wanted to share before I give you your award for cramming your entire life into 15 minutes?
um I honestly don't have anything coming up really right now. But for me, I'm always open for people to come my way, come to my website, macgriffinvo.com, and just see all the promising things that I can do for them, and what the network of professionals in my life can help them to do, and bring a better sense of relief and revenue and clients coming their way again after last year.
And here it is, I promised. Here's your certificate. It's a virtual certificate. So I'll pass it through the camera. You can grab it on your end. It says you're
Thank you.
hanging up on your wall for letting me cram your entire life into 15 minutes. But if somebody wanted to get a hold of you, because 15 minutes isn't fair to cram somebody's life into, if somebody wanted to get more time and learn more about what you do, what's the best way you'd want them to reach out to you? Say your phone number twice, an email that's easy to say on a Zoom call, a website again, or an email address. What's your preferred method, or look you up on LinkedIn or any other social media?
You can find me literally on any of my socials. On Twitter, I'm at MacGriff909, and on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn at MacGriffVO. And then you can also go to my website at macgriffinvo.com. And cell phone number is on there as well. You can email me at maccabegriffin@gmail.com.
Excellent. And with that in mind, as to wrap things up, we've been listening to Maccabee Griffin on omgtalk.com, or the Small Business Owner podcast for entrepreneurs, professionals, and small business owners. That's the other one. He told us what exactly he does, how long he's been doing it. He told us 2 of his favorite success stories. He told us what motivates him to jump out of bed every day and if he makes his bed. And he told us when he got his passion in life, whether that was an early age or later in life. Most of us seem to be late bloomers, and some of us really knew when they were at a young age. Thanks so much for being with us, Maccabee Griffin. Any last thoughts before we wrap up completely?
Just enjoy your life and never quit at what your dreams are.
And now people could find you also by Googling your name, and you should come up on, after today, if you're not already, on Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio, as well as my YouTube, this video version. So thanks for being here, Maccabee, and let's stay in touch.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.